Alright, I've already kind of started my analysis, but we still have this news level on YM that could easily still be taken while maintaining a bullish thesis here on NASDAQ and maybe Russell. And then the same thing on ES. ES already took the wick, the news wick low, but it could easily come back lower again. It's already repainted this whole range. Um, but it did hold versus the Dow Jones, so it could just come down and just take out these lows, which would kind of match what would have happened here in Nasdaq, since Nasdaq has had relative strength. But yeah, internally, I don't. This isn't super clear to me. We made bearish S&T here, bullish S&T, delivered here, failed, and made bearish S&T again. That one here, there was another bullish S&T here, but it failed again and then came lower. So obviously there's no clear shifting going on in here, but it just seems to me that 50-50, or until we take out, either we take out these smooth highs here, in which case you could look for a short, which you'd probably look for that on the Dow. But I think it's more likely we actually head lower first and then soup this news low here. It seems like it'd have to go pretty deep though, because you'd want it to like down to maybe YM, yeah, down into this weekly. There's a weekly fair value gap still here. So, and it would make sense because that would create SMT on a high time frame. So yeah, I think it still has the drawn liquidity maybe here, and that's why it's still weaker. That's why we got that reaction, and then it's just been ranging now. Or it's just bullish, and we've just been really, really tough on this move. We have no S&T. Actually, we do have S&T here. It occurred inside of the London range, so don't care too much about it though, because it did happen the way you'd want it to, but we may have already delivered that move, and it looks like there was, again, just a little bit of SMT, bearish SMT there, so it's just continuation of the same thing. So, and with these smooth lows, it just seems like we could still get another lower low on YM and still get another long, and all this still hold bullishly possible, even on Russell. But yeah, Russell could easily, could just barely come back down here and tap this old fair value gap. If we check the stock indices, let's see if we anything different. No, same smooth lows, kind of like a triangle forming there. Yeah. And we got news in 5 minutes, so I'm just going to be looking for the same longs that I've been looking for. Russell and NASDAQ longs with the right, SMTs with ES and YM, or I'll be looking for a YM short if we get a manipulation leg back up above. Maybe these smooth highs. Maybe in the AM high there in the AM session there, because we do have these support resistance level thing here. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, we could just be repainting all this and still holding the bullish order flow here, you know. So if we come down again, I would look for SMT again. So I'm just looking for SMT at the right time and just gotta keep an open mind to it forming below these lows or below this low, and that can either be on Russell or NASDAQ for the longs. But I'm gonna get my trading set up here. Oh, and the flows were kind of weird in SPY. They're like oscillating puts all day long and then sold puts into the end of the day with calls rising. And Tide was bullish and it didn't care about what the price was doing. So I think I should be leaning with a bullish bias, but just because we have news, it's like you could easily just create a quick wick and then rip. So IWM was bullish too. Puts were being sold, calls being bought. Mixed bag there. It was a little bit bearish on Dow Jones, which makes sense. And then QQQ was bullish, but there were some more put premiums for today than uh, bullish bearish premiums for today than called whatever. Bull, there was more bearish premiums for today. And then the holdings were just super bullish again. So I do think this is they're buying the underlying. So just looking for basically another SMT to get long into. We do have that little London one, but yeah, that's tricky with the news since we could easily just whipsaw and we have like such clean, smooth lows. So yeah, I think I'm leaning more towards the long. All right, yeah, that's basically the plan. To look for like a sweep of some lows to get long into with SMT. Either SMT, we need a whole new SMT, and it could easily sweep back below these lows. Or we sweep below these on ES and YM, and NASDAQ still holds that low. So I could see that happening too. Like it could still very well literally pump from where we're at right now. But other than that, that's the plan. And yeah, I'm done streaming.